I stopped my sport of fighting. Fighting is a ugly, beautiful, gruesome, fear-inducing, nerve-wracking sport. I loved every single moment of it. So at 15 years old, I started fighting because I was in this dump of reading manhwa, playing games, watching anime every single day, every single week. Because it was the pandemic, and what else am I supposed to do? And so I saw this manhwa called Lookism, and this guy called Vasco was doing a there, like spinning elbow, and I saw that and I thought I want to do that. So I said to my dad, "Dad, I want to learn martial arts. Let's do it." And he contacted someone, and someone recommended this gym that knows martial arts, that's trained professional martial artists. And so I trained in this gym, and eventually, after training, I got booked a fight. And then after that, all of these times where I was spending with my friends, playing, jerking off, basically being a nobody, just spending time that is precious, attention that is precious, by the way. I time by time I cut it off more and more and more and more because I was focused on this particular thing that I was going to have to be good at, which is fighting. I was supposed to be focusing on this because I feared getting knocked out. I was so pragmatic in my fighting actually that I woke up at 3 a.m. every single day, jogging. No matter if I had sandals on or if I had shoes, what mattered was that I jogged. I jogged. That's what mattered to me because I didn't want to get knocked out. I didn't want to lose in my first fight. It was a terrifying feeling of imagining yourself getting knocked out by all of these people, having your friends, your family watch from the sidelines. Do you know how fear inducing that is? Most people cannot even comprehend the nerves that fighting gives you, let alone experience it. And so I traded all of this time with my friends for this skill of fighting. And after a few months, I won. I won I won my very first fight. And so after my first fight, I retained my skill, retained while improving in here and there. I learned other kicks, I learned other punches, and after that, it was the grade 10, so it was face to face. Was face to face classes, and I was focusing on my grades more so than fighting, so I just retained that. Saturdays I still had to fight. And so what happened was I moved up, and then after I moved up, I booked a fight straight away in my vacation. So in my in my whole vacation, I trained and then I fought again before my school started in grade 11 in my senior year. And so I won that fight. Of course, it's me. And then after I won the fight, I kept on training and training and training and training and training until my senior year. Now, in my senior year, actually, I was doing pretty good. I was very, very great. It's not an exaggeration. You're not really going to find anybody else like me. I was fit. I was social. I had good grades. I was reliable. And I was really, really good at everything in academics, in social skills, in fighting, in fitness. I was really good at everything. And in my grade 12 senior year, I graduated with all of these awards, a lot of awards, right? These awards that to me right now mean nothing at all. But all of the adults really said to me that, oh, you're going to be great one day. Oh, that's good. You have good grades. Oh, that's good. You had this achievement, that achievement. You have all of these things. You're going to be great. But then I didn't go to college. And then they started looking at me like I was a failure. That's how they look at me. They look at me as a failure right now. Because in their lifetime, they thought, or in their lifetime, in their generation, the kids that didn't go to college were failures. That's real. The reason why I didn't go to college was because I didn't find it reasonable. I have all of these friends that got Toyota scholarships, that got Hyundai scholarships, that went to all of these good, great colleges, but I'm just thinking to myself, you're going to be studying for 2 years and you're going to be working for 3 years for that same company. Basically, you have 5 years of working wherein you don't really like your job, and then you're just spending your time for somebody else's business. Because that's what it all is. It's a business. And I just think to myself, I don't want that life. I don't want to be a slave. And so I'm going to be working for myself. I don't want that life. I reject that. It may be okay for them, it's not okay for me. And so, how am I going to keep myself out of college? That's really the thing. And I found a solution. The solution was to get a job. Because Filipino parents will not let you just take a year off and do nothing about it. And so, I took a job that's lenient enough for me to be making these videos, and actually it actually helps me with these videos because I work in the media. But yeah, I do this not because of, but yeah. And so I got the job. Problem with the job is Monday to Saturday, I'm going to be fucking working my ass off, really working my ass off. And so I didn't have the time to go to the gym, to reach my martial peak. So in the past 3 months, I haven't really retained my martial prowess. I've actually degraded my martial prowess by a lot. I'm rusty right now. And I realized that just like the times where I sacrificed my friends for martial arts, I now have to sacrifice martial arts for the path that is ahead of me, which is the path of business, the path of money making, the path wherein I can work for myself, the path wherein I can retire my parents, the path wherein I can have these cars, or the path wherein I can where 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 when I can achieve, where if I achieve, I can put it all on their faces and say that you were wrong. You guys were wrong. And I knew you were all wrong. Because I knew internally that I was right. That I was right. I always knew that I was right. You just didn't believe in me. And so that's why I didn't really. That's why I stopped martial arts. And yes, you could say that. You're probably right when you say that, oh, you should have just gone to college. Or, oh, you should have just gone to fighting. Because the grass is always greener on the underside. And at the end of the day, that's why. I don't want to live my life with any regrets. And so I'm going to take all of the fucking risks that I have while I am still young. Because I know I fucking know that this path will lead to success. I don't think it, I know it.